Namaste. In the previous lecture on the Ayurvedic aspects of geriatric physiology, mainly what are the different changes that occur with respect to the doshas and the dhatus, as well as different symptoms that get manifested due to the changes in the body, and certain common disorders that have been mentioned as per Ayurveda to be occurring in the old age have been discussed. So, now to continue with the same topic, how exactly these symptoms can be prevented or managed well with the help of Ayurvedic lifestyle as well as the diet and some medicine in the form of rasayanas or the rejuvenators. We will be discussing in this particular lecture. How exactly the things can be prevented? Again, it has been mentioned that the Chavana Muni, he took the Chavanaprash and he became quite young. That has been mentioned even in the Ashtanga Hridaya, wherein it has been mentioned Jara Jarjarito api asinari nayana nandanaha. So, this Chavana Muni, he was Jara Jarjarita, that is, he was suffering from the old age, and he will, after the consumption of Chavanaprasha, he became Nayana Nandana, that is very beautiful to look at. So, along with that, what are the impacts of this particular Chavanaprash is that Kasam, Shvasam, Jvaram, Shosham, Hridrogam, Vata Shonitam, Mutra Shukrashrayan, Doshan, Vaisvaryan cha Vyapohati, Bala Vriddha Kshata Kshina Krishanam Angavardhanaha, Medham Smritim Kantim, Anamayatvam, Ayuhu Prakarsham, Pavananulomyam, Strishu Praharsham, Balam Indriyanam, Agnescha Kurya Dvidhino Upayukta. So, what are the Falashruti or the benefits of the intake of Chavanaprash? Here, it has been like in the previous lecture, I have mentioned that the Jara, Kasa and Shosha are the two important diseases that occur in the old age, and they are very difficult to manage. So, here this Chavanaprash is very good for the Kasa or cough, Shvasa or dyspnea, fever, emaciation, and present day life. Our many of the heart diseases are very common, especially in a place like India. Hridrogam, Vata Shonitam, many people suffer from the joint disorders. So, Vata Shonita and Mutra Shukrashrayan Vyadhi. So, the diseases that are affecting the urinary system as well as the genito-urinary tract, they are all managed with the help of this Chavanaprash. At the same time, the Balakshaya that is occurring due to the aging and the emaciation, Kshatakshina, as well as injury and Angavardhana, that is the whatever the depletion of the dhatu occurs, due to that the loss of function of the different organs occurs. So, this also is counteracted. At the same time, many of the mental faculties, because as the age advances, the Medha is going to get affected. So, here Medha Smritim Kanti. So, here the intellect as well as the cognitive functions and the memory functions and complexion, all these things along with Anamayatvam, that is the person will become disease free, and Ayuhu Prakarsham, longevity, this will bring in the longevity. And how exactly this happens? Pavananulomayam, Pavananulomyam, that is the Vatanulomana takes place, or alleviation of Vata, which is naturally occurring due to the aging, that is taken away. And another problem is Clybia, as mentioned earlier. that is the problem with the erection and loss of interest towards the sex. So, this is also is counteracted by this Chavanaprasha. So, I feel this is one among the best option for the problems that are caused due to the aging in a person. So, Chavanaprasha can very well be used according to the Agni of the person. The dosage always in Ayurveda, we do not decide the dosage based on the body weight of an individual, but on the Agni of an individual. The Agni whose Agni is good, he can take the heavy dose, and the Agni is less than the lesser dose. Similarly, there are certain other remedies that have been mentioned in the Rasayana Adhyayas. Dhatri Rasa Kshaudra Sita Gritani Hita Shananam Lihitam Naranam Pranasha Mayanti Jaravikara Grantha Vishala Iva Durgrahita. So, what it happens? The usage of Dhatri Rasa, that is the juice of the amla or Indian gooseberry, botanical name is Emblica officinalis, along with the honey and sugar candy, sita, and ghee. So, these all together when licked, it destroys the old age. And all of you know that the Dhatri or the Amalaki is very good Rasayana as per Ayurveda. It is among the Nitya Sevaniya Ahara Dravya. So, it is devoid of any side effects. At the same time, it is very rich in antioxidants, and this amla is the only antioxidant or richest source of vitamin C, and the vitamin C is quite heat resistant in the amla, because in the lemon, if you mostly the vitamin C is thermolabile. If the cooking greatly impacts the level of vitamin C, but in amla, even if it is in the dry state or after quite amount of cooking, the vitamin C is not lost, and at the same time many other antioxidants are also present. Along with that, Vidanga Bhallataka Nagarani Yeshnante Sarpir Madhu Sayutani Jara Nadim Roga Taranginim Va Lavanya Yuktaha Purushas Taranti. So, there is another set of rasayanas, that is Vidanga or the Embelia ribis, and Bhallataka and Nagara or the ginger, common ginger what we take. They have to be taken with Sarpi, that is the ghee and the honey. This will be successfully able to stop the ailments that occur due to the aging. And again, when to give the amla and when to give the vidanga. So, here the person, all these amla, vidanga, they are again one among the karshanas also. If a person is having a bit obese person, then the vidanga and bhallataka, they will be more ideal, because they are having the scraping lekhana action also, and even dhatri or amalaki is also very good for the obese individuals or one who is suffering from the disease like diabetes mellitus. So, this can be very well managed, especially even after the occurrence of a disease, they can be taken for getting the rasayana benefits. Then, as it has been mentioned, as the age advances, the memory gets impacted as well as the cognitive functions of an individual, they get affected. So, the Medhya Rasayanas as mentioned in Charaka Samhita, Yashti Madhu, Manduka Parni and Guduchi, they are very good Medhya Rasayanas and can be taken by the individual for preventing the aging. As well as they are especially Yashti Madhu is Vatahara. At the same time, it brings about the Dhatu Vriddhi, and also it is very good for the Khasa or the cough due to the aging. Along with that, the Shankhapushpi, Ashwagandha, and among the dietary articles, Kushmanda. or the ash guard, they are quite beneficial Medhya Rasayanas with many of the impacts, and many modern researches have also been conducted on these Medhya Rasayanas. They bring about the mental calmness, improve the memory, and also they reduce the aggressive behavior and improve the adjustment and transform the mental state positively, because as the age advances, certain problems like depression sets in, especially in the present day situation, due to the various social factors also, because previously the joint families used to coexist, and due to the association between many people, they were not feeling left alone, or loneliness etc. was not experienced by the elderly. But present day scenario in the nuclear families, wherein children are less, and many a times children go to different places in search of jobs, so ultimately the parents will be left alone, so they have many of the mental issues also to be addressed. So these Medhya Rasayanas, they are not only effective in improving the cognitive as well as memory functions of an individual, but also they will be helpful in reducing the stress as well as the counteracting the depression etc. And the convolvulus pluricalis, where anxiety neurosis is also addressed by modifying the GABA system at the level of synthesis of GABA mediators and reuptake metabolism. And pharmacological studies have shown hypotensive and tranquilizing effects also, and they induce the feeling of calmness and peace, good sleep, and relieve the anxiety, stresses, mental fatigue that are invariably existing in the old age. Then Guduchi has antidepressant effect, as well as it is having the adrenoreceptors alpha and D2 receptors, serotogenic and GABA receptors that are increasing the level of norepinephrine, dopamine and serotonin, and decreasing the levels of GABA in the brains of the mice. And licorice or the Yashti Madhu is having multiple pharmacological actions, including adrenocorticoid like activities. Hence anxiety is reduced, aggressive behavior is reduced, mental weakness and improving the memory. Mandukaparni, again in the form of powder, the dried leaves in the small doses given with the milk, and it was shown that the acetylglycoside present in Mandukaparni is having very good anxiolytic activity. So these are all the different impacts of the Medhya Rasayanas that can very well benefit the in the old age. And Varahi Kandam Ardrardram Kshirena Kshirapaha Pibet Mamsam Nirenna Mamsam Cha Kshirannadav Jaram Jay. So along with this, the drugs like Varahi Kanda and Ardraka with the milk and meat with the milk also help in the aging, postponing the aging process. Among the lifestyle changes, there are certain things that are indicated in the Dinacharya. In Bhava Prakasha, it has been mentioned about the intake of Usha Jalapana. That is, Savituhu Samudaya Kale Prasritihi Salilasya Yaha Pivedashtau Jara Roga Jara Parimukto Jive Vatsara Shatam Sagram. So here Savituhu Samudaya Kale, that is at the time of the dawn, one has to take the Ashta Prasriti, that is 8 Prasriti of the water, which is somewhere around 860 ml of water. And again, this will be not only postponing the aging, but also prevent the diseases like Arsha, Shotha, Grahani, Jvara, Jathara, Jara, Kushtha, Medo Vikara, Mutraghata, Raktapitta, Shravana, Gala, Shira, Shroni, Shula, Akshiroga, Ye Chanye, Vata, Pitta, Kshata, Kafakrita, Vyadhayaha, Santi, Janto, Stan, Abhyasa Yoga, Dapaharati, Payaha, Pitam, Ante, Nishayaha. So, that is at the end of the night or the morning, in the morning. If one takes this 8 prasruti of water, then the diseases like piles or swelling or intestinal sprue, fever, and the abdominal disorders, skin disorders, or disorders due to the fat, which may be including obesity, diabetes, or dyslipidemias, and diseases of the mutra or the urinary tract disorders, and bleeding disorders, disorders of the ears, eyes, as well as the head, they can be prevented by this intake of the water in the morning times. And again, it can postpone the aging also. So, again, if we think about the modern also, many of the diseases, what it has been mentioned in the previous slide, like dementia, inappropriate incompetence, incontinence, depression, delirium, osteoporosis, sensory alterations, ulcers, sleep disorders, all these things are commonly present. And again, among the old age, rheumatic disorders like osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, arteritis, or polymyalgias, and genitourinary disorders like benign prostatic hypertrophy, sexual dysfunction, neurological disorders like Parkinson's disease or stroke, dizziness, transient ischemic attacks, or cardiovascular diseases wherein cardiac failure, atrial fibrillation, valvular heart disease, hypertension, endocrinal disorders like diabetes mellitus, hyperosmotic, non-kinetic coma, and so many other diseases, cancers, infections. So, all these things are commonly occurring in the old age, and psychological problems are also quite common in the old age people, including the anxiety disorders, depression, substance abuse, suicidal tendency. So, all these things are present, and in the all these disorders are counteracted very well with the previously discussed Medhya Rasayanas, as well as certain lifestyle changes can be very well beneficially utilized for prevention of these problems, and starting from the childhood itself. And also, among the diet, if we think about the aspects like noparudyante aharam ekam matram jaram prati shashthika payasa chatra jirne bhojanamishyate. So, the payasa or the kshira kalpana that has been prepared with the rice, as well as the intake of food only after the food is properly digested, is also one of the important factors for the management of jara. And sarpishascha palam dadyad aikadyam prayojayet grita prabhutam kshaudram jirne channam prashasyate. Jara vyadhi prashamanam smriti medhakaram param. So, here for the intake of sarpi has been mentioned, or sarpi or the ghee. And again, the amount of ghee, here it has been mentioned pala. Actually, pala is something around 50 grams, and in the present day era, the 50 grams dosage is quite high. So, it can be reduced, because it has been mentioned in Charaka Samhita that as the yuga changes, the bala of an individual reduces, and in the Kali Yuga, it is reduced to a great extent. So, the pala matra can be reduced to 5 to 10 grams per day intake of the cow's ghee. Licking of honey with Bijapura dala, that is citrus medica leaves, all alleviates vata as well as brings about good sleep, as per the quotation in Bhavaprakasha. And as age advances, sleep is one among the major problems due to vata vriddhi. So this can be a very good medication that is not having any side effects, because most of the drugs that are prescribed will be habit forming, and they have their own side effects like drowsiness in the morning times. So this particular combination is devoid of such side effect, and at the same time it will have the positive impact also, because Bijapura is one among the Pittahara Dravyas, and that will be helpful in reducing the regurgitation that occurs due to the effect of the age. That is, as the age advances, the regurgitation and increases because the valves become a bit loose. So this particular thing can alleviate the pitta vriddhi, so that will be helpful. पूर्वोक्तेन विधानेन लोहये चूर्णीकृतैः सह तत् पीतं पयसा दद्या दीर्घमायुः सुखान्वितं जरा व्याधि प्रशमनं देहदार्ढ्यकरं परं मेधा स्मृतिकरं धन्यं क्षीराशि तत् प्रयोजयेत्. So again, loha bhasma with the milk will enhance the longevity and health. Again, this has been mentioned in the Charaka Samhita, Chikitsa Sthana, wherein intake of loha and milk. Again, milk is one among the best rasayana dravyas, Ajasrika rasayanas. Along with that, the loha will be enhancing the rakta or hemoglobin levels also, and at the same time it is lekhana. So especially in the present scenario wherein the cardiovascular diseases are more, and the problem like atherosclerosis sets in as the age advances. So this can very well prevent that condition also. Sharkara stugakshirya sarpisho abhinavasya cha tat payayet sa kshaudram shashtikannam cha bhojayet. So here Sharkara with Tugakshiri. Tugakshiri is Vamshalochana. So the sugar with the Vamshalochana and Sarpi or the ghee also can be used. Again, it is very good in the preventing the aging. And as the age advances, the loss of tissues is one of the important thing. Vishiryamanascha medram mushkavathapi cha dvajabhanga kritam klaibyam ityetat samudahritam. So as the age advances, dvajabhanga or erectile dysfunction and klaibya is very common. So for that condition also certain things can be implemented, wherein dravyam yad urdhvam atah shruno रक्तशाल्यादयः शस्त पुराणाः षष्टिकैः सह यवाग्वोदन लाजार्थे ज्वरितानां ज्वरापहः लाजापेया सुखजरां पिप्पली नागरैः श्रुतां पिबे ज्वरी ज्वरहरां क्षुद्वानल्पान् अग्निरादितः अम्लाभिलाषी तामेव दाडिमाम्लां स नागरम्. So as age advances, another problem is like the person, the teeth, they start falling and they use the artificial dentures. Because of that, proper grinding becomes difficult. So the liquid food also can be one among the things that has to be used in the old age. So again, Yavagu, which is a semi-solid preparation, Yavagu and Odana, that can be used, and again Laja can also be used, because if Agni is very less, then laja or the puffed rice, that is more lighter, and again sadhita laja peya in the form of usage of this ginger and pepper along with the laja by weight, that is 1:16 ratio. Laja peya can be prepared and used to enhance the agni, because when the agni is very low, at that time if we feed high protein diet or very heavy diet, then the person is not able to digest and assimilate. Whatever is there, it is thrown out of the body. So the basic aim during this period is enhancing agni gradually, so that the person will gain his ability to absorb the food first, and when that ability is gained, then we can give further nourishing dravyas. Initial phase, if we give a very nourishing dravya to a person with very mandagni, then it is of no use. So in such conditions where agni is very manda, there these liquid preparations in the form of laja peya, by seasoning with the little bit of ghee and the usage of spices like pepper, ginger, and even pippali can be used. And again, for enhancing the taste, always amla rasa is ruchya and hridya. Hridya is good for heart. So amla rasa in the form of dadima, because dadima is very good for rasa rakta kshaya, and at the same time it is amla in rasa, so it is good for heart, and at the same time it enhances the taste. So all these things, taste as well as the benefit wise, the benefiting different conditions that are present in the old age is done by this dadima. So dadima can be very well used in the form of diet, whether in the form of juice or as an adjuvant along with the peya preparation, or it can be had in the form of bija itself, that is as a fruit as a whole, if one does not have a problem in chewing. Again, Kshira Ghritabhyasam Rasayananam, it has been mentioned, that is the regular intake of milk and ghee is the best rejuvenator, and again gavyam dugdham visheshena madhuram rasa pakayoho dosha dhatu malasrotah kinchit kledakaram guru shitalam stanyakrit snigdam vata pittasra nashanam jara samastaroga roganam shantikrit sevinam sada. So here it emphasizes jara samasta roganam, actually jara and samasta roga, aging and all kinds of the disorders, shantikrit, that is it alleviates. So it emphasizes the importance of milk. Why is it like this? Because the features of the milk are very much similar to the properties of the ojas. So whatever the milk is taken, it is getting converted gradually into the ojas, and whenever there is ojas, then it will be enhancing bala, so it will prevent the diseases, and when there is more bala, then the vyadhi bala will be reduced and jara bala or the aging will be healthy. So in this way, it is quite beneficial that one has to take the milk regularly for preventing aging and during the old age also. Why? Because vata vriddhi leads to many of the asthi vikaras and osteoporosis, wherein asthi dhatu kshaya occurs due to aging. So here also the milk will be quite beneficial. Along with that, there are certain other substances that are quite beneficial for the Asthi Dhatu. Among the cereals and millets, it is ragi, which is very good, and certain other substances like bajra also, they are good. And again, as the age advances, eating in the form of rotis may be quite difficult because they are a bit hard to bite, the rotis made of ragi or bajra. So, they can be taken in the form of porridge form, or else some ball form. Actually, in South India, they form ragi balls, which can be simply swallowed by means of using some sambar or some dal. They can be swallowed, so they will be more easier for eating purpose. And another thing is they are a bit lighter compared to the rotis. And then khichdi form also, like especially bajra, the khichdi made of the bajra would be very good option, wherein both protein is also going at the same time, the cereal is also being consumed, and it is not very hard for biting as in case of the rotis. And then among the vegetables, many of the vegetables, they are good, different vegetable can be consumed, but again certain vegetables commonly they are avoided, like the brinjal are also very good, and drumsticks are really good because they are vatahara and they are good for very painful conditions, and poppy seeds or khaskhas, and the thing like amaranth, in Hindi it is known as chaulai, or which is very good during this period, and even the agastya or the Sesbania grandiflora, agsi it has been called, atasi in Hindi, alsi in Hindi, and agastya in Sanskrit, and mustard leaves can also be had. And again certain things to be avoided, that is tea, coffee, especially whenever we are consuming the diet, tea, coffee should be avoided, because it influences the absorption of calcium and iron. And fried items, eggs, refined carbohydrates like maida, white flour, sugar, all these things should be avoided. And again certain painful conditions like sandhigata vata, again and also many of the vata vyadhis, including the pakshaghata or hemiplegia or stroke, and vata vyadhis like dizziness, body pain, raktagata vata, kampa vata, dementias, all these things are quite common during the old age. So again vatahara ahara should be consumed. So here wheat will be good because it is brahmana in nature, and finger millet or madhulika or ragi, and jowar, green gram, kulatha or horse gram, and radish or mulaka patra, pudina or mint leaves, and methika or fenugreek, snake guard, and or patola, parval in Hindi, and kovai or bimbi in the Sanskrit, and almonds can also be had, khardura or the dates, and pineapples, lychees, and this previously I discussed about Citrus medica or matulunga, and dadima or pomegranate, and ardraka or ginger, and lashuna or garlic, onion or palandu. All these things are very good vatahara dravyas, and they are having multiple benefits, they can be taken. And again as I previously mentioned, even shigru or the drumsticks, they are also very good, their leaves are also very good vatahara, they help in reducing the pain as well as they are good for the bones. And again the emaciation due to aging can be managed with the help of the Nitya Sevaniya Ahara Dravyas as mentioned in Ayurveda, that is the rice, wheat, barley, green gram, Bengal gram, and shigru or drumstick, dates, citrus medica or parushaka, and grapes. Draksha is one of the very good fruits for especially the respiratory tract disorders, and milk and ghee, and the meat soups, and again aja mamsa or the goat's meat is the best meat especially for emaciation conditions, and Indian gooseberries and coconut, and the food that has to be avoided are the dry foods or the irregular intake of food in irregular intervals, and the watermelons, horse gram, black gram, garlic, asphoetida, sour and pungent items, astringent items, and contradictory foods should be avoided throughout in all the ages. Bitter gourd, all these things should be avoided, especially in the conditions of emaciation. And Swarabheda is again one among the common disorders that is found in the old age. So, Bala Mulaka or the fresh radish is good, and again grapes or raisins can be had, citrus medica and garlic, and usage of salt with ginger and turmeric or betel leaves, usage of betel leaves, and pepper, usage of ghee, they have to be used. And again among the contraindicated foods, the fruits like jamun or jambu and orange, as well as cold food items, and this guava fruit or this bananas, they have to be avoided. And generally certain general dietary tips for the elderly. Again, as the age advances, as I told, a lot of people suffer from cardiac manifestations like congestive cardiac failure, atrial fibrillation, and cancers, hypertension, and atherosclerosis. They are all considered among the Santarpana Janya Vyadhis as per Ayurveda, and are called considered under Kapha Nanatmaja Vyadhi Dhamani Pratichaya, especially the atherosclerosis and the dyslipidemias, they can be categorized under this. So, for them the total cholesterol level in the body gradually enhances, that is 25 to 30% as the age advances. And Dr. Kilmer Macaulay, there is direct relation between high homocysteine level and vascular diseases, and it significantly raised the incidence of carotid artery obstruction also. The inadequate levels of folic acid are the main determining factors for homocysteine imbalance. So, folic acid, what it does is it breaks down the homocysteine and allows it to be removed from the bloodstream, and ingestion of about 400 mcg of folic acid in the diet is very good. So, here natural homocysteines are got in the form of different green leafy vegetables, citrus fruits and beans. Again in Ayurveda, we always tell Amla Rasa Dravyas are Hridya. So, these are quite useful in the Medo Vikaras and Sthaulya related disorders, and researchers in Finland and US has found that there is a direct correlation between fiber intake and the cholesterol level. So, again usage of the different whole grains and green leafy vegetables and many of the vegetables as well as fruits like amla, they are quite beneficial. And again complex carbohydrates as mentioned in Yava. Actually Yava is one among the Nitya Sevaniya Ahara Dravyas. So it is one among the very good complex carbohydrates. So the proportion of these things should be increased. And again, constipation is one among the very commonest problems due to the sedentary life habits in the old age. And this will lead to many of the symptoms like gas, bloating, headaches, varicose veins and insomnia. So the especially the Vatahara fruit is, that has already been discussed previously will be beneficial in the constipation also, and it will be beneficial for different kinds of the osteoporotic problems that we have discussed earlier also. So, and also they will be benefiting the condition like hypertension that is very common in the old age. So, the maintaining of all these things will be brought about by the usage of the foods that are rich in potassium like oats, rice, raw leafy vegetables, garlic, onions, broccoli, celery, watermelon, squash, parsley and cucumber. And high fruit and vegetable intake is positively correlated with antioxidant status also, and cognitive performance in the healthy subjects also. And vitamin C is associated with less progression in the carotid intima media thickness in elderly men. So that explains why invariably usage of amalaki has been mentioned among the Nitya Sevaniya Ahara Dravyas. Like wherever the classical thing, they are mentioning one representative item for different food groups, it is always the excellent one, because amalaki is richest source of vitamin C. And here see the modern research also supports that it regresses the atherosclerosis process, also stops the process. And apart from that, the mental health is one more factor where which can be very efficiently intervened with the help of lifestyle like yoga. Yoga itself is the rejuvenator. During the old age, the specific asanas in doing in the perfect posture is not intended. Always different props can be used while performing the yogas that will help in the process of bending. At the same time, they will keep the person active, and asanas as well as for strengthening the respiratory system as well as strengthening our mind. Pranayamas invariably help. So, the pranayamas and the meditation, they will be helpful in the physical as well as mental health of an individual. Pranayamas act at pranic level and they will be highly beneficial for pranamaya koshas. They restore the harmony of flow of the prana, removing the blocks in the nadis produced due to the stress and anxiety. Dhyana acts at the manomaya kosha level and helps in channelizing the thoughts and focusing on the single thought, which lead to the equilibrium state of the mind. Shavasana and steady, smooth, fine, deep breathing maintained without jerky movements of the body soothes the nerves and calms the mind. Regular practice of Anuloma Viloma Pranayama or Nadi Shodhana Pranayama helps to increase the oxygen supply to the body and calms down the mind, relieves the stress as well as improves the blood circulation and transforms the negative thoughts into the positive thoughts, and acts at the level of Ajna Chakra and brain centers are stimulated. Further, Bhramari Pranayama that helps to relieve the stress and cerebral tension and helps in alleviating anger, anxiety and insomnia. By vibrations, the cerebral cortex sends impulses directly to the hypothalamus, which controls the pituitary gland and master gland of the glands. The resonance of the brain's metaphysical thinking is taken out, and this capacity of brain will be enhanced. Due to humming sound, concentration of mind is also facilitated, and it has the positive effect on the whole body and mind, and particularly on the nervous system. The mind becomes calm and peaceful, and it is beneficial in the mental tension, agitation, high blood pressure and heart disease, etc. So, to conclude the lecture, Agni, Vata and Prakriti are the factors that are responsible for aging a natural disease. The best treatment for natural disease is Rasayana or rejuvenation, either in the form of Ahara, Vihara, Vichara or Aushadha. Any of the things can be brought about the rejuvenation of the body. If the natural disease occurs before the time or premature aging, that can be counteracted with the help of treatment according to the aggravated dosha. And the rejuvenation in the form of milk and ghee, Indian gooseberries, pomegranate, etc. dietary items is ideal for the old age. So, in a total, Yuktahara Viharasya Yukta Chestasya Karmasya Yukta Swapna Prabodhasya Rogo Bhavati Dukkha. That is Yuktahara Vihara. The Ahara should be ideal, it should be the Hita Ahara in the Mita Matra, that is conducive food in the less quantity, and along with that Vihara should be Yukta, that is moderate level of activities. Yukta Swapna Prabodhascha, one should sleep well and get up at proper time, and Yukta Karmasu Chestas. So, whatever the activity level is there, it should be so in the moderation. So, all these factors together with the mental faculties is making an individual devoid of disease, and this can lead to a healthy aging or postpone the aging, which is the cherished wish of every individual. Thank you all of you for listening patiently. Thank you again.